So let's talk a little bit about diversity. So what is diversity? I have to tell you that I don't really know what diversity is. Because if I asked 100 people what diversity is, how many answers would I get? 100 answers, right? They did this with lawyers and they said 200. 200 answers if you ask 100 people. What I do know is what diversity is not. And first and foremost, diversity is not about political correctness. So it's not about political correctness. You know, I was doing a training and a lady stood up and she said, "Andre, I just want to know why all the colored people are moving into my neighborhood." And what do you think the audience did? Yep, they said, and why did they go? Because she said colored, and you're not what? Supposed to say colored, right? But I'm looking at this woman, and what I see in her is an absolutely pure heart. She had a question that what? That needed to be answered. She wanted an answer to her question. And she didn't know all the fancy words that people who are supposed to know to say this stuff, to communicate in the way that they're supposed to communicate. So she just stood up and she asked the question the best she could. And guess what I did? I answered her question. And I honored her. Because I've also been in conversation with people who had the politically correct language, and as they're speaking, my skin starts crawling. Because I can hear the nastiness where? In their heart. So I'm not real interested in political correctness, making sure that people have the right terms. Say what you want to say and then we can work on it. If you don't have the right vocabulary, we can work on it. But if you hold that darkness and that nastiness in your heart and never let it out, there's nothing we can do about it. So I'm not concerned with political correctness, and that's not what diversity is. It's also not groupthink or brainwashing. You do not have to drink the Kool-Aid. You don't have to follow the leader, and I'm not going to turn you into little zombies, right? I want you to be critical, analytical thinkers, because then you will be able to say, wait a minute, this doesn't work for me, or I haven't seen this work for other people, so maybe I should do something about it. It's also not therapy for the oppressed. Oftentimes, I don't know if you've been in these diversity trainings, but I have, where the people who have been hurt the most will not shut up. They spend all the time taking up everybody's equal time, and they need to vent, but this isn't the place to vent. It's a place for dialogue. So that's not what diversity is. It's also not bashing somebody because of our hurt. I've seen people take diversity trainings as an opportunity to poke other people in the eye. And lastly, and diversity trainers and teachers get mad when I talk about this and I say this, that diversity is not about tolerance. Why would I say that diversity is not about tolerance? What does it mean to tolerate? I will put up with until when? Until I'm done. And then I won't tolerate anymore. For me, I searched for something that helped me explain what diversity is, and I stumbled across this. That there is dignity and honor in being human. For me, this changed the way I thought about a lot of things when I started grasping this concept. But the truth of the matter is that we should be treated with dignity and honor only because, what? We exist. Not predicated on anything else but our mere existence. And what oppression and discrimination does is it tries to strip us of that peace by